guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have the event for Monster Jam sign-up series number 213. After nearly a month and a half from when I originally posted the sign-up video, I finally have the event. So before we get things started, I'm going to start off by showing you guys the field of trucks, which is what you guys are looking at right now. And I am just going to scroll through this list, and you guys can look for your name and then see which truck you are in. So for this sign-up series, there's a total of 62 sign-ups, which is okay, I guess. I mean, it's kind of low for my channel, but I mean, it does make a lot less work for me, so I guess that's good. But yeah, there's the end of the first page of the field of trucks. There's another full page, and then there is a third page with like a few names on it. But yeah, so I don't really know why I've waited so long to do the event. I guess the main reason is probably because of school, because I did start school like right around the time when I made my most recent video, and school has been really hard so far this year, so that's the main reason. But anyways, we're coming up on the end of the second page, which is the final full page, and then there is about 4 names on the last page right here. So those are all the signups, and now let's take a look at the races. So here are all the trucks right here, and round 1 is going to start off with Showtime Gravedigger taking on Thunder 4x4. And now here's the whole first row. There's 5 rows of races. Now we're only going to need a fast loser for the very first round because there are 62 trucks, which would go down to 31, and then a fast loser will make it 32 because obviously 31 is an odd number. But after that, 32 is even all the way. So after the first round, after the round 1 fast loser, there's not going to be another fast loser for the rest of the event. But anyways, here's the final row of races right here. Round 1 will end off with Texas and the Ride Truck Blue Thunder. Now I know it's been a while, but if you guys recall, right now the clear fastest truck on my channel is Scooby-Doo, and made it to the championship race in sign-up series 210, but fell just short, and then it has won back-to-back in series 211 and 212, looking to make it its 4th time in a row going to the championship race and looking for its 3rd consecutive win. That truck has been absolutely unstoppable lately, and we will see if it continues here tonight. And the final thing we're going to go over before I start the actual event is the tracks. So of course, we're going to use the show-off showdown ramp as usual, and both of the trucks will go down here. And now at the end here, we have a line with my trucks on either side of my laptop, just because my room, that's basically like the end of my room. There's just a little bit of stuff behind there. So if both trucks hit this line, whoever hits it first will advance. Now, obviously, if just one of them hits, then they're going to be the one that advances. And if they hit it at the exact same time, that is the only time when it will be a rerun. But if they do both hit it and we have a clear winner for whoever hit it first, then that is how it will go. So enough talking. We're almost like 3 minutes into this video now. We're going to kick things off with Showtime Gravedigger taking on Thunder 4x4. So sign-up series 213 is underway. And the first win is going to go to the Showtime Gravedigger. Next up, we have the Gears Earthshaker taking on Backwards Bob. And it looks like it is going to go to the Gears Earthshaker. Next up, we have Fire Zombie taking on the Gears Max D. And it is going to go to Fire Zombie. Next up, we have Horsepower taking on the Hunter Son of a Digger. It is going to go to Horsepower. He hit the line first. Next up, we have Wolf's Head taking on Thrasher. And it looks like it is going to go to Wolf's Head. Next up, we have Galaxy's Pirate's Curse taking on Fire Whiplash. And it is going to go to, I think it is Whiplash. And you guys can definitely see from the aerial view, Fire Whiplash will take the win. Next up, we have Training Trucks Gravedigger taking on California. And it is going to go to California. Next up, we have Bulldozer taking on the Inverse Northern Nightmare. And it is going to go to Inverse Northern Nightmare. Next up, we have Calavera taking on the Ice Alien Invasion. And it is going to go to Calavera. He did not hit me, and he did go farther. Next up, we have the Max Contrast Dragon taking on Avenger. And it is going to go to Avenger. Next up, we have Reckless Gravedigger taking on Scooby-Doo. I'm so sorry, Gravedigger. Oh my god, he pulled off the upset! No way! Reckless Gravedigger has pulled off the upset. That's the first loss that Scooby-Doo has had since the championship race of Series 210, which was 3 series ago. Reckless Gravedigger takes the win. I guess the month and a half off kind of hurt Scooby-Doo. Next up, we have Ride Truck El Toro Loco taking on the Galaxy Zombie. And it is going to go to... Ooh, that's a close race. But if we take a look from the aerial view and then go straight down, you guys can see that it is going to go to the Galaxy Zombie. Next up, we have Double Decker taking on Monster Mutt Poodle. And Double Decker rolls over, and that's going to give the win to Monster Mutt Poodle. Next up, we have Full Charge taking on the Red Crustacean. And what a race, but it is going to go to Full Charge. Next up, we have Georgia taking on the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. And it is going to go to the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. What a terrible run for Georgia. Next up, we have the Showtime Black El Toro Loco taking on Stone Crusher. And it is going to go to Stone Crusher. Next up, we have the Training Trucks Earth Shaker taking on Saigon Shaker. And it is going to go to Saigon Shaker, another upset in round 1. Next up, we have Batman taking on Iron Outlaw. It is going to go to Iron Outlaw. Next up, we have Galaxy's Megalodon taking on Kraken. And, ooh, what a race. That is super, super close. But you guys can definitely tell that Kraken's tire is sticking out, and Kraken will take the win. Next up, we have Jurassic Attack taking on the World Finals 20 Avenger. And it is going to go to Jurassic Attack. Next up, we have the Ride Truck BKT taking on the Gears Son of a Digger. And BKT will take the win. Next up, we have Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Slinger. And Slinger will take the win. Next up, we have Raisin Cane taking on the Ride Truck Megalodon. And Raisin Cane will take the win. Next up, we have Gear Soldier Fortune taking on Fire Max D. And it is going to go to Fire Max D in an extremely close race. Next up, we have a battle of the ice trucks between Soldier Fortune and Dragon. And Soldier Fortune rolls way off to the side, and that is going to give the win to Dragon. Next up, we have Overcast Blue Thunder taking on the Joker. And Overcast Blue Thunder will take the win. Next up, we have Florida taking on the Hunter Max D. And it is going to go to Hunter Max D. Florida did not hit anything over there, so Hunter Max D will take the win. Next up, we have the Darkest Neo Bakugan Dragonoid taking on Yellow El Toro Loco. And it is going to go to Yellow El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on OCD Meltdown. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt Rottweiler. He hit the line first. Next up, we have Training Truck Zombie taking on Black Pearl. And it is going to go to the Training Truck Zombie. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1 until the Fast Loser race, which is going to be between Texas and the Ride Truck Blue Thunder. And it is going to go to Texas. Alright, so here's a look at all of the trucks that have advanced to round number 2. But like I said in the beginning, we are going to need a Fast Loser race to see who will take on Texas. And I have chosen 2 random trucks that lost in this round. And those 2 trucks are the Max Contrast Dragon and World Finals 20 Avenger. So let's see who is going to be your Fast Loser. It is going to be World Finals 20 Avenger. So this is going to be the one and only Fast Loser race for this entire event, because there's now 32 trucks, which is even all the way down. So, yeah, World Finals Avenger is moving on to round number 2. Hey, ball bits. So without further ado, we're going to kick off round number 2 with the Showtime Gravedigger taking on the Gears Earthshaker. It is going to go to Earthshaker, I think, and even if it wasn't Earthshaker, I'm pretty sure it was, but if it wasn't, I'm going to give him the win anyways, because I am in Showtime Gravedigger, and I don't really want to win my own sign-up series anyways, so Earthshaker will take the win. Next up, we have Fire Zombie taking on Horsepower. It is going to go to Fire Zombie. He just barely hit the line first. Next up, we have Wolf's Head taking on Fire Whiplash. And it is going to go to Wolf's Head. Next up, we have California taking on the Inverse Northern Nightmare. And it is going to go to, I think it's California. Yes, it is. He is definitely closer to the line, so California will advance. Next up, we have Calavera taking on Avenger. It is going to go to Avenger, I think. I'm pretty sure. So there have certainly been some very close races so far here in round number 2, but I just went and looked back at the race, and Avenger definitely did hit it first. So anyways, next up we have Reckless Gravedigger, who shocked everybody in round 1 by beating Scooby-Doo, and he is taking on Galaxy Zombie. Can he keep it up, or will Zombie get the upset? Zombie is going to get the upset. This sign-up series has just been crazy so far, but Galaxy Zombie is moving on to round 3. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Poodle taking on Full Charge. And it is going to go to Monster Mutt Poodle. Next up, we have the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger taking on Stone Crusher. It is going to go to Gravedigger. He hit the line first. Next up, we have Saigon Shaker taking on Iron Outlaw. And it is going to go to Saigon Shaker. Next up, we have Kraken taking on Jurassic Attack. And it is going to go to Kraken, another close race. Next up, we have Ride Truck BKT taking on Slinger. And it is going to go to Slinger. Next up, we have Raisin Cane taking on Fire Max D. And it is going to go to Fire Max D. Raisin Cane had a good save, but unfortunately, he will be eliminated. Next up, we have Ice Dragon taking on Overcast Blue Thunder. And it is going to go to Overcast Blue Thunder. Next up, we have Hunter Max D taking on Yellow El Toro Loco. And it is going to go to Hunter Max D. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on the Training Truck Zombie. It is going to go to Training Truck Zombie. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be between Texas and the World Finals 20 Avenger. It is going to go to Texas. So that will officially conclude round number 2, and now it is time for round number 3. There are 16 trucks remaining, so after this we will go down to round number 4, which will be the quarterfinals, and that is when I will start to go over the field of trucks. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with the Gears Earthshaker taking on Fire Zombies. So round number 3 is underway. And it looks like the Gears Earthshaker is going to be the first truck to advance to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have Wolf's Head taking on California. And it is going to go to California. Next up, we have Avenger taking on the Galaxy Zombie. And Galaxy Zombie flips over early. That is going to give the win to Avenger. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Poodle taking on the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. And it is going to go to the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. Next up, we have Saigon Shaker taking on Kraken. And it is going to go to Kraken. Next up, we have Slinger taking on Fire Max D. And it is going to go to Fire Max D. Next up, we have Overcast Blue Thunder taking on Hunter Max D. And Overcast Blue Thunder is going to win with a block. Next up, we have the final race until the quarterfinals between two very fast trucks. We have Training Truck Zombie taking on Texas. And it is going to go to Texas. And now we are down to the quarterfinals of Monster Jam Sign-Up Series number 213. So without further ado, let's go over the field of trucks. So inside of the Gears Earthshaker, we have Brian Fowler. Inside of California, we have Monster Jam Fan 0311. Inside of Avenger, we have Monster Jam Collector Racing. Inside of the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger, we have Antonio Rodriguez III. Inside of Kraken, we have Liam Kastner. Inside of Fire Max D, we have Monster Jam Collector 2007. Inside of Overcast Blue Thunder, we have Monster Jam Planet. And inside of Texas, we have Monster Jam Dallas. So out of the 8 people remaining, there are still 4 Hangout Squad members and plus an extra driver, or an extra person here that used to be in the Hangout Squad. So we have 5 people here out of the 8 remaining that are either in the Hangout Squad or used to be. So that is crazy. But yeah, that is the quarterfinals, and without further ado, we're going to kick things off between the Gears Earthshaker taking on California. So who is going to be the first person to advance to the semifinals? It is going to be Gears Earthshaker. So next up, we have Avenger taking on the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. And it is going to go to Avenger. Next up, we have Kraken taking on Fire Max D. It is going to go to Fire Max D. And the final race until the semifinals, we have a rivalry matchup between Monster Jam Planet and the Overcast Blue Thunder and Monster Jam Dallas in Texas. Let's see who's going to take the win. It is going to be Monster Jam Dallas. So now we are down to the semifinals of Monster Jam Sign-Up Series number 213. So let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of the Gears Earthshaker, we have Brian Fowler. Inside of Avenger, we have Monster Jam Collector Racing. Inside of Fire Max D, we have Monster Jam Collector 2007. And inside of Texas, we have Monster Jam Dallas. So as far as these trucks go, the only one out of these 4 that has never won before is the Gears Earthshaker. Now, I'm not sure if it's his debut or if this is his second sign-up series. It's either his debut or second sign-up series. I'm not totally sure, but either way, that is the main reason why it's never won before. It just hasn't had the time to get that first win. But these other 3 trucks have won before. Avenger won in Series 199. Fire Max D won in Series 202. And Texas won in Series 205, just 8 sign-up series ago. So as for the drivers, Brian Fowler and Monster Jam Dallas have never won before. Monster Jam Collector 2007, who's in Fire Max D, he is a one-time champion, and he actually won in this exact truck 11 sign-up series ago, back in Series 202. But as for Monster Jam Collector Racing and Avenger, he is actually a 5-time champion. His most recent win coming just 3 sign-up series ago, back in Series 210, and he is looking to get win number 6 here tonight. So that is the field of trucks, guys, and without further ado, let's see who's going to go to the championship race. Is it going to be Brian Fowler in the Gears Earthshaker or Monster Jam Collector Racing in Avenger? So let's see who it's going to be. It is going to be Monster Jam Collector Racing in Avenger. So sorry to Brian Fowler, man. You were so close to getting your first ever win, but unfortunately you have fallen just short. Better luck next time, man. This Gears Earthshaker truck, too, is a fast truck to look out for in Series 214, but Avenger and Monster Jam Collector Racing are going to the championship race. So who is going to meet Monster Jam Collector Racing and Avenger in the championship race? Is it going to be Monster Jam Collector 2007 in Fire Max D, or will it be Monster Jam Dallas in Texas? Let's find out. It is going to be Monster Jam Dallas in Texas. So sorry to Monster Jam Collector 2007, man. You were so close to getting your second ever win in the same exact truck that you won 11 sign-up series ago, back in Series 202. Better luck next time, man, and maybe you can finally get your second ever win. But Monster Jam Dallas in Texas is in the championship race. And now we are down to the championship race of Monster Jam sign-up series number 213. So inside of Avenger, we have Monster Jam Collector Racing, and inside of Texas, we have Monster Jam Dallas. So both of these trucks each have one win. Avengers came in Series 199, and Texas's win came in sign-up Series 205. So both of them were pretty recently, within the last 14 sign-up series. But as for the drivers, Monster Jam Collector Racing is a 5-time champion looking for win number 6, and Monster Jam Dallas is a longtime veteran of my sign-up series, but he has never won before. He's looking for his first ever win, so let's find out who it's going to be. Your winner of Monster Jam sign-up series number 213 is going to be none other than Monster Jam Dallas in Texas. Congratulations, man. You have got your first ever win. Very well deserved. I know you've been trying to get your first win on my channel for so long now, and you have finally done it. Congratulations. But Corbin, man, Monster Jam Collector Racing, you were so close to getting your 6th ever win. I thought you had this one. Avenger has looked like a fast truck all night long, but unfortunately you have fallen just short. But better luck in sign-up series 214. Maybe you can finally get your 6th ever win. But that is basically going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations one last time to Monster Jam Dallas for getting your first ever win in Texas. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys do subscribe. I am still on the road to 2,800 subscribers, but I am so close to hitting it. I think I'm about 13 or 14 subscribers away. So if you guys could please subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure to leave a like on the video, turn on post notifications, and comment anything you guys want to down in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time.